these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta be change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, can't stop the shine with a dimmer. flossing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 43. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go,
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Monday, down. 180. Watch the pass.
And to give this time to the tailback. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. And he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on 2nd and just a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Patrick. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Minnesota! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101 to try to...
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Now Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
6:37. 43's the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43. Express. I can't believe they even let you play. 9. 43's the mic.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Let's go, defense.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 60 out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch out. Watch out.
On second down, it's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
You ready? 42, nice 42. Hey, tight. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Go.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, Patrick, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Orbit. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 4. Shift. Hey, can.
To throw it is Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It's a gain of 11.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
42. Mike 42, check, Mike 42. We own them.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Carr will try it again on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
I got it. 45, Mike. 45.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Complete to Hunter Renfrow. Touchdown, Raiders. Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Good job.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, you got 3,
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Down. 180. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Shit. Kill.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. Dancing to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Exit. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think, with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. 42, Mike, 42. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Carr completes it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
You're mine. 43's the mic. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Second and 5 now. Carr. His throw incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
93.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check. 42's the mic. Bravo. 42's the mic.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5 down. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards.
Come on now, let's go.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 694.
Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Off the play fake, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
I'm going to hit you.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins now. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to loft this one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give them a gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Carr completes it to Jason Witten. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 734.
Now, Carr again. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
29.
Carr going to go on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Check 50, check 50.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Right back to him on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.